Hey there, it's Danny Dietl, and I'm back today to talk to you about earnest money in real estate. We're going to talk a little bit about what it is, why it's important, and we'll touch on a little bit about how much earnest money may be required when buying a property. So, well, first and foremost, earnest money is a good faith deposit towards the purchase of a property. So it's the amount of money that a buyer is going to give to the seller up front that will go towards the purchase. Assuming all goes well and the property closes, then the buyer will get a credit for that amount at closing. Now, the second function of earnest money is it acts as liquidated damages should the buyer be unable to perform per the terms of the contract. In some cases, the earnest money would be liquidated and retained by the seller. It would be non-refundable to the buyer. So it's going to be very important as a buyer that you understand the timeline of your contract, as well as the contingencies that you have, whether it be your inspection period. If you're buying a condo or a townhome, you'll have, in most cases, a 10-day rescission period where you could cancel. And then the other big contingency is a financing contingency. But as a buyer, if you satisfy all your contingencies and then you just decide at the last minute that you don't want to proceed, in a lot of cases, the contract is going to be written that the earnest money would then be forfeited and retained by the seller. So you want to understand all those things. How much earnest money is required really depends on the situation. I would say in the Twin Cities market, it averages between about 1% and 2%, although we've seen it substantially more and we've seen it less than that. So, but it's a very important negotiable term because as a buyer, you are putting money at risk potentially. If you aren't able to perform all the way through. And as a seller, it is, again, liquidated damages, as some recourse for a buyer not being able to complete the purchase. So any questions about this, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to talk about it. Have a great day.